Hey everyone, welcome once again. I hope you're all doing well. This time we need to talk about something serious that's been on my mind recently, and it's something I've warned about in previous videos. Despite these warnings, some players seem to have been caught off guard by the recent developments in Hamster Kombat. Before we dive into this important topic, if you haven't already, make sure to join our Telegram channel. The link is in the description below. I regularly post puzzle solutions, project updates, and some behind-the-scenes information about what we're working on. We've got 4 to 5 exciting projects launching this month, so you definitely don't want to miss out. We also have a chat where you can ask questions, and we'll do our best to help you out. As some of you may have noticed, the interface of Hamster Kombat has undergone some significant changes recently. You can now open all skins for free, which is a pretty big deal for those of us who like to customize our gameplay experience. But that's not the only shift that's happened. Season 2 is just around the corner, and with that comes a whole new set of rules and dynamics that players need to be aware of. One of the more interesting additions is the Memories feature. This lets you track your gameplay, offering insights into key milestones and achievements. It's a great way to look back at what you've accomplished, but there's also been some noticeable glitches, likely due to server overload. However, that's not what we need to focus on today. The real issue at hand is the recent Airdrop snapshot. I know many of you were hoarding tokens, waiting for the perfect moment to burn them for Airdrop eligibility. But as I mentioned in previous videos, there was a window of opportunity to burn tokens for rewards, and unfortunately, that window has now closed. If you check the Airdrop section, you'll notice that the requirements have shifted, and with the upcoming season, things are looking quite different. It's become less relevant to focus on hoarding tokens in the same way as before. This change in strategy has caught some people by surprise, but we'll get into what you need to do next soon enough. Make sure to gather all your gameplay data and track the results. You'll want to stay ahead of the curve as we move into Season 2. Now, here's the major concern. Some players are logging into Hamster Kombat and receiving a message that suggests they've cheated during this season. The message implies that for the next season, they need to play fair if they want to be eligible for any future rewards, including airdrops. Initially, I thought this was just a general warning to players, a sort of heads-up to maintain fair gameplay moving forward. But after looking closer, it doesn't seem like just a warning. The phrasing suggests that some players may not receive their rewards for this season, even if they were grinding hard to secure a place in the airdrop. This is obviously upsetting for those of you who have been playing by the rules, but have still been caught in the crossfire. So, why is this happening? One theory that's floating around is that some players have been using bots, specifically T-bots, to exploit the system. These bots allow players to rack up achievements or in-game currency without actually putting in the effort, and it looks like the developers have finally cracked down on this behavior. The T-bots have been an ongoing issue in the community, with some players opting for shortcuts rather than playing fairly. While some may have seen it as a way to stay competitive, it seems that the developers have had enough. If you've been using bots or other unfair methods, this could be why you've received that dreaded message. Here's the thing. I've made multiple videos cautioning against these kinds of shortcuts. Not only do they risk ruining the experience for others, but they also put your own rewards in jeopardy. The distribution of rewards needs to be fair and balanced, and when people use bots or other cheating methods, it can disrupt that balance. I know many of you are frustrated, especially if you feel that your efforts have been wasted. But at the end of the day, the responsibility lies with each individual player. If you chose to take those risks and ignore the warnings, this might be the outcome you have to deal with. For those who played fairly but are still affected by this, I truly feel for you. Now, before you panic, let me make this clear. This is not necessarily the final message from the developers. Things can change. We might get updates or clarifications in the next few days that could change the situation entirely. I'll be keeping a close eye on this, and as soon as there's more news, you can bet I'll update you all. So, what can you do now? First, if you're worried about the bans or losing rewards, the best thing to do is focus on playing fairly moving forward. Season 2 brings new opportunities, and while it's frustrating to think you may have missed out on rewards this season, there's always a chance to recover in the next one. Pay close attention to the new rules, requirements, and changes in the airdrop structure. Make sure you're prepared for any surprises the developers might throw our way. Here are some steps you can take to avoid getting caught up in future bans. Stop using bots. This is a no-brainer at this point. If you're using bots or other automated systems, now's the time to stop. The developers are clearly cracking down, and you don't want to risk losing out on future rewards. Follow official guidelines. Make sure you're familiar with the official gameplay rules and airdrop requirements. The developers have made it clear that they're looking for fair play, and if you stick to the rules, you'll have a much better chance of avoiding penalties. Stay updated. Join our Telegram group. I'll be sharing all the latest news about Hamster Kombat and other projects, so you'll never miss an important update. Staying informed is one of the best ways to protect yourself from surprises like this. That's all for today's video. If there's any new information or changes to this airdrop situation, you can count on me to make a follow-up video. In the meantime, make sure you've joined our Telegram channel for all the latest updates. If you've got any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to help out. Thanks for watching. And if you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. See you in the next one.